Hey, what's up, boys and girls? Now, you probably noticed that I haven't had that much content uploaded recently, and I told you why, but, I kind of fibbed a little bit about that. So I'm going to come a little bit more clean and tell you about a dark habit that I've been picking up that really is not good for YouTube or my life or school or anything, especially social situations. And it's kind of embarrassing. The thing about addiction and the thing about developing bad habits is that you never fully realize how impactful everything you're doing is until you really hit rock bottom. So you really have to hit rock bottom first. And so, for example, if you're into heroin or something, it's going to take until you attack, a mall cop with a pair of tweezers to try and steal his badge to pawn for heroin money. That's when you know you've gone too far. Similarly with other drugs, probably different cutoff points. Like for meth, when all of your teeth are gone, that's probably pretty close to rock bottom. I can't imagine anything more low than having no teeth and a dirty, emaciated face. But thankfully, I'm not into those kind of drugs or anything like that. So it's not that severe. I guess I'm being misleading there, but it is pretty impactful in my life. So that's really the reason why I haven't been uploading as much content, because it's been taken every day, all day, every day, a long struggle to try and do it. Waking up every day, trying to say, no, Taylor, you're not going to do that today. You're going to avoid that. Just the college life, really, of substances, sex, just all the fun, really just makes you think that you're invincible. When in actuality, you're not. Everybody is susceptible to these kind of things. And at this point, uh, I wanted to kind of give a few tips on this. Like if you feel like you're starting to get into a bad habit, like let's say you're smoking crack and you don't want to go beyond the normal 1 or 2 times a day of crack use, and you go into some crazy kind of crack use, because everybody likes a little bit of crack. I'm not judging. And if you just go crazy for that, and if you find yourself running out of money and stuff, that's a bad habit, But you don't even have to go as extreme as crack. I've seen a lot of my friends here in college get involved with even weed and alcohol, I mean, obviously alcohol is pretty detrimental, but weed really isn't that detrimental, But I've seen people get so inculcated in weed culture that they just have an addiction to it. And the bad thing about weed is they will refuse to acknowledge that they have an addiction. And so you'll just be like, dude, you're smoking way too much pot. Like, you're not doing anything. You're totally unmotivated. You're just sitting around all day. What are you thinking? And they'll just say, no, I'm not. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Because from the inside, they perceive their life differently. The person with the addiction always thinks that they are okay and it's excusable. That's just the nature of the beast. It's really only when you get an outside perspective on someone with an addiction that you can really, cement down, yeah, that person has a problem, they need to fight that. And so just seeing that with drugs and alcohol and even sex in my years in college with friends is just, it's eye-opening. And it finally happened to me too, and, for a while I thought I was too good for it, didn't think any kind of addictions, substances, anything would get to me, but they did. So now I guess you guys are all wondering, you're probably thinking, what the hell? When is he going to tell us what his problem is? What's his problem? What's he gotten into? And it's not drugs or anything like that. It's actually much darker. It's a social, act I've been doing. God, it's so revolting and stupid and bad that I am ashamed to even admit it to you now. And so I guess here, I'm just laying it all on the line. Hope you guys can forgive me and stay subscribed. But recently, God, I have been known around the campus and around my friend groups to repeat the funny part of jokes in movies or conversations. There, I said it. I'm sorry. I know that's the most annoying, irritating thing of all time. For example, like just watching something like Wild Boys, with a few friends. I'm just sitting there minding my own business, and then Steve-O says something funny like poopy diaper or something like that. And then I, without thinking, will sit there on the couch around my friends, and I'll just repeat and chuckle and go, poopy diaper. And I know that's annoying, because when I was a kid, I used to look at people who did that and think, what the fuck are you adding to this equation to make it funnier? You're just repeating things ad nauseum and then chuckling at the screen. Why are you doing that? Are you retarded? Is that some way for you to get your malformed brain to accept an idea? You have to repeat it and then chuckle afterward to make sure it's fully, assimilated into your weak gray matter up there? No, I just started doing it. I don't even know why. And it happens in conversations too. I was talking to a girl the other day, and once in a year thing, talking to girls. Jesus, everyone knows internet personalities don't do that. So I was talking to her, and she told a joke about her dog or some bullshit. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. She was very, very attractive, and I was paying a lot more attention to try and not look ridiculous or stare anywhere socially maligned. And so I was sitting there and I heard her tell something about her dog getting shocked or something like that, and I chuckled and I said, "Oh, shock collars," and I was like, and then I caught myself right there and I was like, "The fuck? What are you doing? What are you high, dude? What's wrong with you? Why do you keep saying these things?" And it's been an uphill battle. And at first, just like every addiction and every bad habit you get involved in, it started off easy. I would say it and I look around, nobody would make a face. But recently I've been doing it and I look around and it's almost like people are trading glances. Like, why is Taylor doing that? That's irritating. What does he think he's adding to the conversation? It's really been just a weight on my mind and on my soul as of late. And that is why I haven't made many videos. I mean, you can surely understand that when I'm watching a movie in a theater and Bane says something really cool and then I repeat something about the Batman in his cool Bane voice in the theater, I have a problem. And I should probably go to rehab, maybe some sort of social training course or just something to really get me out of this habit of repeating things with no merit to try and, I guess, bridge little tiny perceived awkward moments in conversation. I really don't know what it's for. Probably some underlying psychological defect. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. I've managed to stretch out quite a bit of time on this topic. I really hope you guys can still respect me and not think less of me because of my problems. The end. Love you.